So today we really just wanted to do a short video to get into how do you overcome adversity. So whether or not that be, you're in a single parent household, or whether or not that be you've had a kid at an early age, or whatever those circumstances may be, if you're going after how do I get into college, how do I apply for that first job, really just what do you need to do to overcome that adversity, or what others might perceive as an adversity or something that's a disadvantage, whether or not you feel it is or not.
So we've come up with 4 things we think are critical to overcoming adversity. The first being knowing where you are. The second is deciding you want change. The third is your circle. And the fourth is the vision for the future.
And once you get into just understanding those 4 things, you'll be equipped to go after those, whatever it is. Like I say, if you're getting into college, you're starting to get your career started, whatever it may be, like really just going after those things. Point number 1 was really recognizing the circumstances that you may be in, or realizing kind of where you currently stand. So I would say an example for me is when I was about a year or 2 into school, and it really was that time you start thinking about, okay, I have to lock in on a major, I'm going to have to go out into the workforce very soon, how do I go about getting my career started, how do I meet different people, how do I network? So I really had all these questions and realized I don't really have the answer. And in terms of understanding my background, I actually came from a single parent household. My dad was very active in my life, but I grew up with my mom. So she graduated, high school back when they were both in school together, but didn't pursue college right away because she had me very young. So when I actually went to start college, my mom actually started at the same time. So it really was a situation where we're learning together. So for me, it was understanding that, okay, I don't have someone readily in my home that will be able to help me because they've already been through it. So we're actually learning together. But if there's someone that I needed to reach out to and understand kind of how to help me along, or help me answer some questions, or look for a mentor, and that was really kind of my realization of my circumstance.
The second step is around change, and essentially it's once you're in that space and you know where you currently are, but it's when you in your mind have already gone to the next level. It's the space where you've decided that something's going to be different, and you may not know how to get there, but at the end of the day you've already done that elevation, gotten to that positive space, and things will be different. For me, this happened when I was a teenager. I was a teen mother, pregnant with my oldest son at 16, had him at 17, and I was in a class that was designed for young mothers, where they were helping us to figure out how do you take care of a child, what resources are available to you, how to connect with each other. The purpose was great, but in that classroom I felt like they were essentially saying, this is who you are and where you're going to be. And for me, that was definitely a point where I determined that wasn't going to be my future. My future was going to be something greater. I didn't know what, but I knew it would be more than that. So, the second step is very important, and it's essentially where you are making up your mind that something will be different.
Okay, so step number 3 is who is in your circle. So really evaluating the people who are currently, in your lives on a daily basis, and just seeing if you need to make any changes, do you need to make any adjustments. So in this particular circumstance, I talked about getting into that period in my life where I was really just trying to decide, how do I take things to the next level? How do I go about figuring out what my next steps might be? But another thing is just really, like I say, understanding who's in your current circle. Are those people in your life your friends, your family members? Are those positive people? Are those people who are, really helping you when you have ideas, or when you tell them about what you're trying to achieve? Are they putting you down? Or are those people that are actually like patting you on the back, or trying to push you forward, or trying to figure out a way to help you kind of get to that next level? So I really just say, evaluate, do you have negative energy in your life, or do you have positive energy in terms of the circle and the people that are surrounding you on a daily basis? And then also just starting to think about, okay, if you're in a situation like I was, where I really wanted to figure out how do I go about career path and networking and different things like that, then really just starting to reach out to people who maybe you've encountered and you're kind of acquaintances, but they're not really friends. Really just going that extra mile to really get to know some people around you who may already have made it to where you're trying to be, or who may have a perspective or opinions that count because they have some experiences that can actually help you out a little bit.
The last point is the vision. It is so important to know where you want to be. If you don't know where you want to be, it's very difficult to get there. It's like having getting in the car without a final destination and just driving. You'll end up anywhere. So you have to sit down and actually decide where you're going. And I know this is something that both Latoya and myself practice, we believe in, and it's super important. And sometimes you even have to write down your pros and cons list as well when you do that. When you're trying to decide if where you want to go is risky or if you're deciding between two things. But at first you just have to get that piece of paper out, that pencil out, and start to write. So we challenge you today. Get your paper out, get your pencil out, and write down your goals. Whether it be financial, personal, career-wise, with your children, write it all down, but start today. And then after that, if you want to even go a step further, you can build a vision board. Vision boarding is something I've done for years, and for me, it's been very, very helpful for my long-term success, I believe. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that you're able to see in your mind where you want to go. You know, you can literally look at the board, and then when you walk away, you're going to be thinking about and meditating upon what your vision is for the future. It's like buying a car. You go and you decide you're going to get that car, and guess what? Everywhere you look, you see that car. It starts to bring into your consciousness what you want, and it's the same thing with that vision board. Once you've got the list going, once you've got that board going, you're going to start moving, even if it's subconsciously, on a path to achieve your dreams. So start today and make sure you make it happen. You know, now that you've seen this video, we would love to hear your thoughts. Also, we want to know if it works for you. So once you've gone through, you've taken the action steps from the video, come back and let us know. Leave us a message, a comment, follow us on social media, Instagram, which we will leave below so you can check us out online, and let us know what you thought about the video and if it helped you. Also, if you know someone who could benefit from this information, be sure to share the video with them, because we know that this information can be useful because it was useful for us. And that's our whole goal. You know, we really want to help other people and be, you know, someone who gave back what people had put into us when we were younger. So definitely be sure to share this video and subscribe, because we will be giving you more information like this in the future. We definitely have a goal to do at least one video a month, probably more, but we definitely will be doing one video. And like we shared with you in our first video, our vision for the future is to also do conference calls so that you can engage with us and we can share you live information that we think will be powerful for your life.